This week, something for the raw beginners. Just a few little exercises for you to do to help you get into watercolours. And it's probably, I think, the first thing you should do. Okay, ready? Welcome to SLUGA channel. On this channel we do all things watercolour related. I love to use my 30 years experience to help you live, love and do watercolour. Just to get your head around the feel of watercolour, how much water and paint to use, because that's what makes watercolour so difficult. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is a flat wash. You need to mix lots of paint, about 3 times more than you think you need. You've got to make sure your paint is nice and fluid. It's got to kind of run when you tilt your palette a little bit. Tilt your board and then fill your brush up and start doing a simple stroke from the left to the right of your page, or the other way if you're left-handed. And do that a few times until you get this little bead of paint. It's that bead of paint that you want. And then you fill your brush up again and you go across that bead of paint. And you keep on dragging that bead of paint down your page, making sure you fill your brush each time. When you get to the bottom, dry your brush. It's called a thirsty brush. And use the tip of your brush and it'll suck up the excess paint at the bottom of that flat wash. The next one we're going to do is what you call a graduated wash. So going from light to dark or dark to light. Exactly the same as the first one. This time you can make it darker as you come down by adding more paint to your mix. But it's the same technique. You can go the other way, adding water to your mix. So you're lightening it as you come down. In the third wash, what we're doing is a colour change. So we're going from one colour to the other. So you can go from, say, blue to red, and all you do is in your blue mix, for example, you add a little bit of red each time, and you just keep on doing those strokes and bringing that bead down again. Same thing, same process. So the other thing that I want you to try is to get used to a little bit of bleeding in the paint. So put a stroke down, touch it with a wet brush and just watch how it bleeds out. So have a go at that, do a little bit of practice of that. So what I want you to do now is just in a wet wash, just like a flat wash that you put down while it's still wet, get some thick paint and put a few strokes in there and just take note of how far it bleeds. Another good thing to try and do is get a knife, your Swiss Army knife, and scrape some paint off. You've got to get the timing right for this. And finally, mix some really dark paint and put some dark paint in there and watch how much it bleeds as opposed to thin paint. All these things will help you with your painting technique in the future. And the final thing that I want you to do is I don't want you to get too caught up in doing proper paintings yet. You want to get used to the feel of the watercolour. Water and paint. Don't forget the water in watercolour. Paint very simple things if you like a cup. Find something in your kitchen, just paint it, but don't get caught up in making it a perfect painting. You are only getting used to the paint at this stage. Thanks for watching. I hope if you're a raw beginner that you found that useful. Practice, practice, practice makes you perfect. So make sure you keep on doing these things. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the little thumbs up for a like, share it with your friends, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos. I'll see you next week.